Melissa Bennett. I write for 50/50, and my first book is Hidden Thorns. Let's see, I am an empty nester. I have 4 children, 2 in college and 2 that are on their own. My husband and I have been married 32 years this year. Let's see, my book, let me talk about my book a little bit. Hidden Thorns is the story of Lil Edwards. She is recently divorced, and she finds almost immediately after that is settled that she's being stalked. This stalker keeps leaving cryptic notes for her and roses, and the roses are very important in the book. Anyways, Michael Corsi is the detective assigned to her case, and there is an immediate attraction between the 2 of them, of course, because it's romance. It is a Christian romantic suspense, and as their relationship starts to get, as they get closer, the stalker gets to be more obsessive and aggressive. So that being said, you'll have to pick up Hidden Thorns and read it. It's got a lot of good reviews on Amazon so far, so I hope you like it. What makes me unique as a writer? My age, probably when starting this. At 50, just beginning a new career is a bit daunting, and I kind of wish I'd started sooner. So maybe that. Hidden Thorns is not a standalone book. It is the first in a series that we've titled Impossible Grace. It will revolve around this central group of people and the people that you meet in the next book, and so on and so forth. So this community that you're learning about is growing as you continue to read. The second book is about Katie, Lil's best friend, and her journey and her life. So that I'm very excited for you all to meet Katie. Katie is extraordinary. Have I ever written myself into any of my characters? I honestly don't think it's possible for an author not to do that. There has to be a piece of the author somewhere in there. In fact, my friends will look at the book and say, "Oh my gosh, you're all over this. I see you in this character, and I see you in this character." And so yeah, I've definitely put a big chunk of myself into this book, and I'm certain that it will continue. Advice to my younger writing self: start now, don't wait. There won't always be time. Just do what you need to do what you know you feel led to do it, just do it. You can't edit what's on the page, so put it on the page. My toughest criticism, I think when you're told, "Oh gosh, this really, it's awful, we can't keep this." When you've put your heart and soul into something and you're told it's not ready, it's bad, this needs to go. That's a tough thing to handle. How do I handle it? I think initially I grieve that, and then I realized that whatever needs to go, depending upon the criticism, I would say that I analyze it, and if it's worthy to be taken to heart, I take it to heart and I change that or move on. So that's kind of how I do that. But there's usually a process in there for me. When we edited, I know that it became easier the longer we were at that, just realizing that this was going to make the book so much better. What did I edit out? I think the saddest thing we edited out, and it's only because I'm a dog lover and I created my perfect dog in Gracie, who is Lil's chocolate lab. Um, she's big and goofy and loving and perfect. Not a real chocolate lab. A real chocolate lab would have been much more of a mess than Gracie is. But as we were editing her out, it felt almost like a betrayal to me. Um, was it difficult? Gosh, it was. Yes, it was difficult. But I realized that it wasn't necessary for the story. It might have been necessary for me. I enjoy Gracie, but it wasn't necessary to the story. So once my mind got on that, I was okay, and it wasn't a betrayal. It was because she's still very much in the book. If I could pick a fictional world, again, it's all about the animals. So I think I'd pick Narnia. I would love to talk to animals and trees and Aslan. Oh my gosh, that would be fascinating. So that, yeah, Narnia for sure. Without the White Witch. I don't like her. She's not nice. As an obvious Christian fiction writer, I definitely find my inspiration during my quiet time, and I pray constantly through this process, definitely before I start and during, and anytime I get hung up, I'm constantly praying about this, and I want it to honor God. So I got my inspiration comes from Him, obviously, but oftentimes my answers are found in different places, or certain the ways people can look, or the way somebody will phrase something or say something. It's amazing. I think if you have the eye to see, you can find inspiration anywhere. So publishing did definitely change my writing process. With Hidden Thorns, when I first finished Hidden Thorns, it was 140,000 words. Due to some life stuff, I had to put it down for a while before I picked it back up. And when I did, I knew that it was already way over word count. So I went through it ruthlessly and cut, probably 37,000 words. By the time Megan got to it, I think it was around 37,000 words, but then we cut more when Megan got to it. This time around, I am being much more deliberate in the way that I am approaching Katie's story. I'm trying to do my version of plotting and working my way through trying to hit each mark. It's a challenge for me because I'm so used to just being led by the story, but I'm working on it. So yes, publishing definitely has changed my writing process, and I hope it continues to develop and I can hone it and become even a better writer. Nearest book and page 27. Let me see. Too far. Okay. Glennis came back, giving over her badgering of her brother. She admired Fagin's catch with fulsome words and then turned to John to sigh upon me. Does your mama know where you are? I love this book. This is Francine Rivers, an older one. This is The Last Senator. Francine Rivers is really one of my favorite authors. She and Jan Karon are my absolute favorites. There are several more, of course, that I love. Tesha Asfar and Debbie Maycomer. But yeah, Francine Rivers is probably one of my favorites. So I'm glad to read from this to you. I'm glad that we've had this time, that you've kind of gotten to know me a little bit better. I hope you continue to keep up. I've got my website and there's a blog on there. And of course, I'm on Twitter and Facebook all the time. So come friend me and let's be friends. Thanks.